boys and girls, children of all ages, ducks, chickens, mooses, geeses, whatever you can think of in the animal kingdom. I would like to welcome you all to the Big Back Lounge. I am your host and fellow Big Back in charge, Neek. You can follow me on The Price of Wings on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, IG, Black
Thanks.
Planet, MySpace. I also still, what's the other one they used to have back in? I can't remember the other one. Started with a V or something. I can't remember that one too. But everywhere I need to be. Now, in the lounge with me is a good friend. She's probably is she the youngest of the people in the friend group? If I'm
I
correct.
am. I'm the
She
youngest.
she literally came out of nowhere. She's
Did.
been a ball to hang around. She's been a bright light all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas. Am I correct?
Yes, thank you.
Shout out to Little Rock. Shout out to
Shout out to
Andrea as
Little
well.
Rock.
It is my friend Blaire.
Hi. Thank you for having me tonight.
All right. I'm glad that you took time out of your busy schedule.
It is busy.
Yeah, everybody, I mean, look, we're adults. Everybody has a busy schedule nowadays. It doesn't matter
True.
how many jobs you have. You have one, well, it's still one too many. That's how it works. But
At this point.
yeah, right. So, man, how have you been this week?
This week has been a really cool week. Speaking of like the 1,000 jobs, right? So I just found out like last week that I've completely finished my certification requirements for to graduate from massage therapy school. So this week I've just been chilling and on Amazon, adding all the things in my cart so I can try to figure out how to get that side hustle going. So it's been a cool, chill week.
Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so since we're talking about massages or whatnot, how long did it have to take for you to complete your certification?
So I started last year, like literally January 2nd, 2023 is when the program started. And we finished all of our education requirements back in October. And so like from March until now, I have been doing massages and I finally finished 200 body hours of massage. And then granted, I did take, quite a few weekends off for my travels. So that kind of ate into the timeline, but I'm just glad I'm finally done and I can have some long nails again. I've got a nail appointment already set up for me to get some long nails. Like I miss, my freedom. So I'm excited to have this certification now, but I'm ready to get back to myself.
Okay. Treat yourself. You enjoy it while you can.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So with massage, what was something that you need to learn that you didn't know about when learning about massage that you know now you're like, oh, cool. This is cool. I didn't know I could do that.
Like I didn't know, which kind of makes sense now, but I guess I just didn't know how much smell really plays into like the massage therapy experience and just even just your everyday life. Like it's surprising because no one thinks about it, but like your nose and your mind hold like a lot of, scent memories. And so you smell something good, it's gonna make you happy. You smell something not so great, or you associate a not so great smell with, an emotion, then you smell it again and you're trying to get a massage and it's just like, I can't relax because this reminds me of,
Hmm.
when I burnt some bologna or something. So, you know, like, like no, I don't like that scent. It smells a little too much like fire. So yeah, I did not know that, scents really do play like a big part of just, your everyday life and then being able to relax and enjoy massages. But I
That
learned
makes
it.
sense. That makes sense. Because there's certain smells I do not want to smell while relaxing.
Exactly.
Like one, for example, bleach. Like you don't want to smell bleach while you're relaxing.
But at least you know it's clean.
You know it's clean, but like you don't just want to smell. This is that big whiff of Clorox in your face, and you're trying to relax. It might remind you of work too, because people like to clean at work too. So yeah,
This is true.
yeah. What's an okay? I think another. Let me think of another smell that probably say no to. Have you ever? Chitlins is the worst smell. I do not want to smell that. Trying to relax.
I mean, I think if you smelling chitlins while you trying to get a massage, you probably at somebody's house and they cooking them. Because
Mm.
there's no way why that smell should be anywhere near
I
an
would not try.
established brick and mortar place.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, maybe it's just to a soul food spot. You never know.
Good luck with that. I'm sure they would have, like, they would have to have some type of aromatherapy going within the building if they're next to a soul food spot that's cooking chitlins.
Mm.
Like, mm-mm.
A whole lot of therapy going on over there. A
Yeah.
whole lot of therapy. All right. For the people that have been listening, shout out to you. We are doing something called Behind the Swinging Doors, where I get to talk to the people that have worked in the restaurant industry, waitresses, hostess, cooks, bartenders, security people, anybody that's worked in a restaurant before. And Blaire has experience, so that's why she's here. So, can you tell me a little bit of your background into the restaurant industry?
Sure. So I got my first food industry job when I was in college here at Christian Brothers University in Memphis. And I was working at this place called Pita Pit. And so it was similar to Subway, but it's like pitas instead of like the regular loaf bread. And we would like spread hummus on it and then go through the whole line of like, the veggies and then the meats and all that stuff. So that was my first food experience job. And it was interesting. Like I made my way up to being like a shift lead and everything. And then one day the manager called because she was like, "Are you okay?" I guess she saw me on the camera. I was just like looking weird or staring out into space. And I was just like, yeah, it's time for me to go. Like forever. I was tired of dealing with the people. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm just tired. So I was having a complete breakdown. And she was like, okay, well, well, you can go Friday. Friday could be thank you. Thank you so much. So that was like 2017. And I've just kind of been doing random food service jobs since then.
You said that was 2017. That's 7 years ago,
Man, that's
almost.
crazy. Yes.
That is how young she is, everybody. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because Blair is a dope
I just
young lady.
turned
It's just like
30. I just turned 30 in January, and so far it's been a great intro. Although I will say my neck hurts, and I feel like that's just the beginning of
that's just the beginning.
many
Your
many a body aches to
knees,
come.
hips, you don't wake up your neck and your knee
And I'm
like
just
this
trying to
at
figure
work.
out, like, that's exactly how I was today. I was just like, I must have slept wrong on my shoulder or something. What is going on?
Yeah,
So,
that's I
yeah.
slept wrong. When I first turned 30, I slept wrong one time. My shoulder and neck were like this the whole day.
And it's,
Like
and you
it's
like
like
you
they were
can't do
glued to
nothing
each other.
about it.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's just there. All
Nothing.
right, so you also worked at if I'm correct, like I mean, I'm sorry, local restaurants as well, right? So,
Yes. So, like in chronological order to my memory, right?
mm-hmm.
So I worked at Pita Pit, and then like when I went home during the summer, I worked at some place called like Fishbone Grill or something like that. I honestly don't remember the name of it. And I was like a hostess cashier person there. I worked at Applebee's off of Union. That was my first like sit down restaurant job. And I feel like that was great training for dealing with the Memphis population because y'all are a special breed. Love y'all, but yeah. Um, and then, like, most recently, I've worked at the Vineyard Lounge. It's a 40 plus lounge off of Elvis Presley. I'm gonna plug them because I still go there on the weekends to get drunk as a patron and not as a server, but it's a good time.
Which leads me to the question I wanted to know. So, how did you end up at Vineyard? Because that just sounds like you like understand that when you see Blair, it's like, oh my gosh, she is so bubbly. Oh my gosh, she's so cool. And then you're like, Why is she here with these 40-year-olds though? Why are you
Well,
around these cats? I'm almost 40 to be exact, people, so I'm just saying. I
this
be
is
getting
like I love, first of all, I love the music that they play because they play music like 80s, 90s music. I be sitting there jamming. They play the
hmm
line dancing songs. Sometimes I get out there and line dance my way like through the dance floor to the other side where my section is. Um, I found the job on Facebook. Um, oh, and I found another restaurant job. I was working at Kami Ramen Bar for about 2 years. And I found that one on Facebook too. So I mean, hey, if you're looking for a serving job, sometimes they're on Facebook and they're needing people desperately, obviously, if they're posting on Facebook. So you can pretty much get shooted.
So you're saying Facebook is the last resort?
I mean, it just depends. Like if you're just scrolling, like I came upon the vineyard because I was scrolling in like where Black Memphis gets it Facebook group, and the owner had posted that he was looking for bartenders. And I have my ABC license, but I was like, well, I'm a server, so I can help serve if y'all need it, or I can bar back, whatever you need. And then he was like, okay, call my wife. And we just went from there. And then, like, 3 days later, I was there on a Wednesday night for karaoke, learning the ropes.
All right, so the vineyard is black owned, as we just heard. Now,
Yes.
most black owned restaurants have particular events for particular days.
Yes.
So Wednesday was karaoke. So what was Thursday?
So they cut Wednesdays now. So now they are open Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
hmm
Thursdays is line dancing. So if you want to learn to me a line dance, you can take yourself down there. They will teach you. And those people begin to end. They don't get tired. I don't understand
They
because
don't.
I be tired. But Thursdays is line dancing. Fridays is usually like live music. So they'll have a band come in and perform. And then Saturdays is also another live music night, but it's not the house band. It'll be like someone like Jay Buck. He comes pretty frequently. Um, Courtney Little comes a lot. So yeah, they really have good entertainment, good food. And I'm just saying that because I used to work there. But you know, it's a really nice gym for Memphis.
Yeah. Courtney Little. Up when he performs, man, it's something new, man. I like seeing him
He is a
perform.
great entertainer. That's like, I try to work. So I don't work there anymore, but I'm like on call. So like if she needs
hmm
somebody, or she like, it's gonna be a big event, I'm gonna need some extra hands. I'm like, yeah, I will go get some money, of course. But I like it to work the nights that he's there because I know I'm gonna get a great show like while I'm working. So
All right, now let's get to some weirdo stuff about working in a restaurant.
okay.
All right. Have you ever been in the middle of an awkward date situation?
Yes. A few times.
All right, give me one of them.
So one of them was at Kami Ramen, which is with a popular location. And it was this couple, and I couldn't really tell if they were like breaking up or just fighting, but like the guy was sitting there kind of stone faced, just like, you know, what the fuck you want me to do type thing. Sorry, I don't think WTF you want me to do. Uh, and the girl, she was like across from him and like face red and splotchy. And so I'm just like, so I went to go give them their check and I'm like, separate or together? And then I get conflicting answers and I'm just like, okay. So I just separate the checks and I put them there and then I'll walk away. I'm like, y'all figure it out. Somebody else go check y'all out though, because I cannot go to the table.
Ooh,
I don't
you made a
I
whole
don't know
nother
what's going
argument.
on.
You made a whole nother argument and you were just trying to be nice.
I was like, I don't know. Like you look like the girl looks like she wants it to be together. He looks like he's kind of done and he wanted to be separate. I'm just like, I don't. Okay. Well, somebody pay, please.
Somebody got to pay. Please. Please.
Please. Because I can't pay for this. Somebody got to
I
pay for it.
can
Thank you.
I can only imagine like you're trying to get everything round up and you're just like, oh, separate checks or
And then
together.
like I try to give them like time. Like I can like walk by. Like I'm walking by checking, are your drinks okay? Is your food okay? you need extra napkins or anything. So I'm walking by, I'm sensing the vibe. Something is changing. Something's happening throughout their evening, and I'm just like, I don't want to bother them too much because I know some people, it's like if you're having an intense conversation, your server keeps walking by, do you need some water or whatever? You're like, move. Like, I'm trying to have a conversation. So I'm trying to respect your space, but also like I don't want you to be mad and then go to the manager and be like, I never got a refill of this. Da, 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 da. Well, I was trying to, so you gotta balance it. But yeah, that night that was just a weird, weird interaction. Hope they're okay in life now.
Hope y'all okay. Hope y'all solid. Hope.
Bring them
Hope.
back.
Sprinkle some goodness on you.
Yeah.
Sprinkle. All right. Now, speaking of splitting checks, now you went to the New Orleans trip with me.
I did.
Sean and Jerry, shout out to them too. They were also on the show, and we talked about the New Orleans trip as well. Sean talked about doing food, and Jerry talked about falling asleep on bourbon, which really did happen. Um, and we went to Nice Guys, and we did the whole split the check, the whole one thing check, one together thing.
One
My
check.
question to you is, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing when it comes down to restaurants doing that? Since you're inside the restaurant scene.
I mean, I think it depends on the table. It depends on like the customers. So if my table is polite and they're not trying to just do the most or like interrupt other guests, anything like that, like they're just enjoying, I don't mind splitting it, but I like to know that beforehand. So I like ask beforehand, like how are we gonna do the checks, who else is gonna be together, so I can just when I put their orders in, like I'm already knowing and dividing it correctly as compared to waiting to the end and everyone's like, oh, I got this and that and that. Mm-mm. Um, I understand at the same time though, because that does take up a lot of time to split large parties and you only have so many like point of sale systems available and you've got other people still trying to put orders in or check out and stuff like that. So, if it's taking you 10 minutes to split everybody's stuff up, like that's cutting into time that you could be at your tables, like talking them up, chatting them up, getting extra tip money. So,
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, I completely understand. Okay, now since we're bringing this split up, is there but okay, large group,
large group.
here comes the whole split the check thing situation.
Okay.
And the group is discussing amongst themselves. Is there a particular face or a particular saying that makes you say, oh, this dude is about to be a problem? Or do they
I ain't
be a
order
problem?
all that. Like, yes, you did. I wrote it down. Right here. Blue shirt got 3 shots of Patron.
I knew it. I
Two
knew it's the one.
drinks,
I
like
knew it's the
mozzarella sticks, everything. Like I'm writing it down with descriptions so that I make sure that I'm putting it to the right person. Cause I don't need you inspecting your bill like this, trying to look at it through the light, baby. It's not gonna change the price. The
I just had
price is
to
the
ask.
price.
Right. The price is the price. Like I had to ask you that because since large groups, I think the main thing to notice from my experience, how I know somebody's gonna be a problem, is that when somebody does that look around when they talk about splitting checks or being it together,
Yeah,
you
they just be
know,
like,
they be like,
and now, so I've been like the server, obviously, and then I've also been in large parties before,
mm-hmm.
and it's just like, I mean, I had enough to cover me. I didn't necessarily have enough to put into everybody type of bill. So if I feel like it's gonna be that type of thing, then I just holler at the server like on the way to the bathroom, like, listen here, you can take me off, go ahead and pay me out, and then you can deal with them. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm good. Like here is my money for my stuff. You could go ahead and split that off. Thank you very much. Here you go. Nice tip, because I've been in the service industry, so I know. Boop boop. And I'll let everybody else figure that out amongst themselves, but I'll be taken care of.
I'm not going. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to a birthday dinner when they was talking about splitting. They were talking about the checks. I said I knew this was gonna be a mess, so I went to the side. Talked to. I saw the. I was going to the bathroom. I saw the waitress come. I'm like, hey, hold on. Can you cash me out real quick? She was like, okay, yeah. Got mine, paid it, gave her tip.
And then
Went to the
chill.
bathroom, came on back, sat down, was like, let the ruckus
Let y'all figure that
begin.
out.
And I sat there. It was a 20-minute discussion. Why the birthday girl's husband did not pay for her friend. But that's a whole nother story because that is hilarious because okay, let me cut it short then. He ended up having some relations with the friend behind her back. So it made even, yeah, we found that out on Facebook. It was
Ooh,
hilarious. It was so, ooh.
ooh,
When I say
ooh,
I was at home having a ball, I was
ooh.
having a
That's
ball.
that's not. Ooh, okay.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
It
You
don't
don't want to pay.
change nothing though. It don't
You
change
don't.
nothing because you're sneaking in. He need a sneaking pay, but he ain't gonna pay it in front of my face.
You're not gonna pay. Oh boy, that was hilarious. But okay, one more thing about being a waitress. Is there anything that you want to tell people that they need to stop doing to the waitresses and waiters and the staff?
I mean, I think everyone in the world, and I know it's very difficult in our day and time, but patience is a virtue for a reason. If you go to an establishment and you see that it's like swarmed with people and it's super busy, and your server person comes and they're like, hey, we've got to wait in the kitchen, we've got to wait at the bar, but if you tell me what you'd like, I can go ahead and get it in for you. I understand checking on your stuff to see if it was put in because I have forgotten to put in some things a few times because
Mm-hmm.
I am. But just being obscenely rude about it, or just like 2 minutes go by and you're like, I ordered my stuff 15 minutes ago, baby. You wasn't here 15 minutes ago. No, you did not. So, just be observant, context clues, look around the room and see that it's 15 different things going on at the same time, and just be a little patient. Your wings and your chips and everything you want is coming. Just be a little patient.
Be patient, people. Be patient.
Be
This is the
patient,
Blaire. Be patient.
please. And I'm not even a
Uh,
patient person, so if I'm saying that, then please be patient.
wow. What a twist.
I
What a
know.
twist. All right, now it's time to have a little fun that I like to play. This is called Who Tips Better? Well, I'm going to
Ooh,
put two groups of people, and you got to pick who tips better from your experience. You
oh
ready?
Lord. Okay.
Ready. All right. First one: older man or younger man? Who tips better?
Older men.
Explain.
Usually they're with either an older woman or their older guy friend. And I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm the best looking girl in the world, but like I'm cute enough so I can like make some corny jokes, dad jokes that they like, and then they tip well. Younger guys, it's not going. They don't like the corny jokes like that. So they don't tip well.
Young guys don't like corny jokes. That is
They don't like the
hilarious.
corny jokes, so they don't really tip that
I love a
great.
good dad
And then
joke.
they usually like they're eating here, then they're gonna go like party somewhere else. So they're like, reserving their funds for what they really want to spend it on, which hey, I get. It's what it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Who tips better? A group of women during dinner or a group of women during brunch? Who tips
Brunch.
better?
It's brunch all day,
Hmm.
every day. It's the unlimited mimosas, bottomless mimosas. It's the pretty, tasty drinks, all of that. Like it's the start of the day usually. So they are just, and then I'm a brunch babe myself. Like when I go out to brunch,
Hmm.
like I'd be real liberal with that tip section, even if it's already included. Girl, you were great. Let me give you $15 extra. So like, you know, the liquor loosens them up.
That is true. That is true. Give them at least three mimosas. Oh, they gonna talk your ear off.
They good. They good. They can compliment their outfit. Like, oh, I really like your nails on. Your hair's so cute. Like, yeah, all
Girl,
that's adding to the
girl,
tip. I
that
mean,
will
and
take
it's
about 25
genuine.
minutes.
It's genuine, but it also helps tip. So hey,
All right. Okay. One more. All right. This one's thinking about it. Okay. Who tips better? A person after a breakup or a person after a bad day at work?
I mean, I don't that would be a hard one. I think it depends on the service that you give.
Hmm.
Um, I would take bad day at work though over breakup because breakup usually ends to complete random crying and then you like walk away slowly and bump into something and it's awkward. So um my life is very cinematic. So personal experience. That's what happens to me. Um so yeah, I take a bad day at work because then you can be like, you know what? Here, drink on me. I'll buy your next round of whatever you're drinking. And that kind of help uplift them a little bit. And then they're like, oh, I really liked your service. You're great. And then they give you a good tip. And if they're cute, they might give you a phone number. So, hey, I have gotten that before. Like I served this couple and
Uh-oh,
it was
I
at
know
the
where this is
ramen
going.
place. It was no.
Where is
And
this
they
going?
were
It's
it's not
going.
going. No, it's not going. It's going straight to the bin, which is where I put the receipt.
Oh, okay, just
But
make sure.
no, like the girl like wrote on the ticket. She was like, I really like your vibe. You're so cool. We should hang out. And then she put her number. And I was just like, I just need you to record that tip, please, and then put it all in the trash can. Just like,
She
ma'am,
just
I'm
wanted a
just
new
here.
friend. What's wrong
I'm
with that?
peddling noodles and kale noodles and tantaku. Okay, like uh,
She's
I don't want to
she's
hang out with
pushing
anybody.
nudes.
I'm
She's pushing
just
news over here, and
I'm just
you're.
pushing noodles and spring rolls. Okay, like that's all I'm doing.
Boy, that's hilarious. All right. One more thing before we skedaddle. What is your all hype restaurant? What is the restaurant people hyped up and then you tried and you was like, no.
Um, I guess Crew, which I went there for my birthday when I turned 29, and it was cool, but it wasn't, you know, the bestest. And even
Mm.
for the price point, like it wasn't the greatest. Um, so yeah. I mean, and they're down the corner from me, but I don't go there anymore. Once was enough.
I got invited, but then I forgot. So
You
that
didn't
tells
miss.
you. I
You
was
didn't.
just like, oh.
You didn't miss much.
The homie was like, oh, yeah, come to crew. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. I fell asleep, woke up. I was like, wasn't I supposed to do something?
Can't remember. Go back
Can't
to sleep.
remember. I was going to go to Marco's to get a pizza. And that's what I did. That is exactly what I did. I did
I
not.
am not a fan of Marco's pizza. I know. It's not saucy enough. Why is it so dry?
Like,
It's missing. It's like it's missing a lot. It be missing a lot. And I've tried them multiple times. I'm sorry. I know I'm on your show, and you know I'm sorry, but
well, they ain't
no.
mess up on me. I never had a bad pizza from them.
Okay, well,
The only time they messed up is when they had to deliver the pizza and he went the wrong exit and he ended up getting lost in the apartment complex, which was funny. And I laughed for a couple of minutes. I said, let me get this man up out of here.
wow.
But hey, that's just how my life is. But anywho, Blaire, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you coming through, sprinkling some positive,
Good
positive
vibes.
waitressing vibes around here.
Positive parsley.
No, don't you ever say that out loud ever again. If I see
Oh my
you in the
god.
streets and you say that, we're gonna have an argument right in the middle of the street.
Well, that's fine.
Just kidding, you know. But again, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for listening as well and watching on the tubes of you.
Whoop, whoop.
And thank you guys again for joining me here in the Big Bad Lounge. Blaire, thank you for joining me as well.
Thank you for
And
an
as
invitation.
always, huh?
So thank you for the invitation.
No problem. You're always welcome. Always welcome, Blaire. Bringing some positive parsley. But but like I say all the time, here at the Big Back Lounge, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge. Peace.